I have this recurring moment that I describe it as Cinderella at midnight. I come into the studio and this massive collection of treasures that I value above all else, before my very eyes, turns back into what it really is, which is a pile of garbage that I've spent all my money amassing. We all know the archetype of like the hoarder with the house full of newspapers. And I really get it, you know? I always feel like I'm just a few degrees away from that, being that guy. But I've just been able to leverage it into a productive behavior. So I get to indulge myself. I get to go out and spend my day looking for crap nobody needs. Because I guess I was just willing early on to admit that it was important to me. Maybe I'd go to a thrift store and get a dead VCR for a couple of dollars because I wanted to take it apart, see if it had any cool parts in it. And then I would do that, and then I'd be staring at a pile kind of like this, and I'd just struggle with, what did you just do? What did you just accomplish? You took a thing that maybe didn't work, and now it really doesn't work. You feel better, but all you did was make a mess. Of course, you don't get to ask, well, what are you going to do with all this stuff? Because I don't know. We don't get to just go, oh. So little, the internet answers every question, provides every horror and every fantasy, and it's all, 1 pixel deep in billions of colors. And it just sort of homogenizes everything, and we don't even notice that there's this very subtle deadening that all of us are experiencing. And the best cure I can find is to just stand in the presence of a really wonderful, well-built thing. It just will hum with the intention and the time and the passion of the person that made it. My work is often most easily described in terms of popular concepts of science fiction and film. I'm inspired by old stop-motion animation movies and blockbuster Star Wars type films. So I bring that character into my sculptures through the found materials that I collect and animate them in a way that you might expect puppets or something on a film to be animated. For it to be successful, you have to eliminate so many things that are almost good enough. That what isn't understood is that every pairing of objects that I make is sort of the last in an extremely long chain of near misses. That, these parts don't quite flow means this piece doesn't get made until the right part is ready. So the only way I can be productive is to have a ton of crap and basically get to know it and manipulate it every day so that I know where everything is and I know what's in the box of parts, essentially, and can make these informed decisions about what goes together. I think it'll work. There's this funny transition that happens too, where this thing is dirty It's dented. It's been in the weather for, I'm gonna guess, 20-ish years. But now I've bought it and brought it back to the lab. So now it's an art material. And I have to be super careful I don't drop my wrench on it and dent it. Because as of today, it's not junk anymore. For me, the challenge is simply to pay attention. It's not that I'm looking for anything new. I'm just trying to see what's already there. So much of it is just has to be done on faith. You know, if something just feels right to you and it isn't hurting anybody, then maybe you owe it to yourself to just pursue that, even if you don't have a good reason why. I didn't know I was going anywhere with it. I just knew I had this compulsion. And eventually, I found a reason to be doing it. These ones are really nice.